Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Automation Hub Sathak. And we have done the super keyword concept in Java in Hindi. So I thought ki English was pending, so let's go ahead and do it. It won't take much time. The concept remains the same. I'll just change the different mode of classes and nothing else. So we'll go to our Eclipse Learning Java. I'll open, there is a package I've already created for this in super wherein I had explained this keyword. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to no, let it be. So I'll just no, it's better if I delete this. Okay, so let me create a class. Let's say we have login. Okay, I've just created a login class and I've clicked on finish. Okay, so here in the login class, so this okay, so before I go ahead and tell you a little bit about the creation of classes and everything, let me tell you what super keyword is. Super is also a reference variable like this. Okay, the difference between super keyword and this keyword is this refers to the current class object, but super refers to, it refers to whom? It refers to parent class object. This is more important. Okay, and if you use a super dot any instance variable, it will refer to the current class instance variable. That is what it basically does. So super refers to the parent class. Now if the parent word comes into picture, parent means there will be inheritance. So when inheritance comes into picture, that means some child class will extend parent class. That is what happens, right? So let's go ahead in the code and understand what exactly it is. So I've just created a class here, a login, nothing else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep a username. Let's say username is username at the rate abc.com. This is just for example, okay? And I'll keep password as let's say password at the rate 123 hash. So that's it. I'll not do anything else in this login class. Technically, I'm making this is the parent class. Okay. So what do I have here? I have an instance variable. Rather, we have two instance variables. Two instance variables in the parent class, and that's it. I've saved it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a different class. Okay. Let's say this is the home page, and I'll give the main method here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend the parent class here, which is login. So inheritance has come into picture here. Okay, extends I have already used. So this thing is done. Now I'm going to do something here. I'm going to I'll leave this main method aside. Okay, I'll just use it for execution. What I'll do here is I will create a small method, just a simple method, public void, let's say show, and here I'll pass string name, string secret, something I'll pass here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is instead of giving different name, I'll use the same thing. It'll, rather make it absolutely confusing. Okay, no problem. It works absolutely fine. This is the local variable which I have passed inside for this particular method. This is absolutely okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the object of this class here inside the main method. Object of this class is also created. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this method show me, and here I will pass something like um, automation hub, and I'll make the password as, let's say, Java @123. So this is what I have done. I have passed the parameters here. So what will happen, these values which I have passed here will come into these values. Okay, it's very simple. I've just created the object of this particular homepage class and I'm calling this method. Very simple concept of object oriented programming. And why am I using this? This is a non-static method, and to call non-static entities I have created the object, and using the object reference I am calling the non-static entity, which is one of the methods, non-static methods. Very simple. This value goes here, this value goes here. Simple. Automation hub goes into username, Java @123 goes here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to print whatever it is. So I will use username, okay, and I'll use password here. As simple as that. I have not done much. I have not done anything fancy. I've just used this. So if I execute this program, you'll get automation hub and Java @123. Very simple, no problem. Now I'm gonna do this, but in a little different way. Instead of username, I'm gonna use something like okay, I haven't declared any sort of an instance variable of this, right? So let me declare certain instance variable also. So I will write string username equals to let's say Python. I should have done this because I'm also showing you this, right? String password is equal to loving @12345%. So I've also declared um, two instance variables of the child class, and this was two instance variables of the parent class. That's it. So now if I have to call these two things, and this is what we are in the current class, that is we are in the child class. So to access this I have to use this keyword. So I'm going to use this dot and I'm going to use this dot. So now if I execute the program, I'll get Python and loving 12345. That means if I'm using this keyword, then it is pointing to the current class instance variable. Now what is the use of super? When does super come into picture? As per the definition, super is referring to the parent class object, or I also told that if you are using super dot that instance variable, it will refer to the parent class instance variable. Okay, super dot instance variable refers to the parent class instance variable. This is what you will see in Google. Okay, so now I'm gonna do this. So I'll copy this. The only thing which I'll do is I'll change this gentleman here, super, and I'll give super here. That's it, saved. If you see, the password will come once this control comes here. Use this super will refer to the parent class instance variable, and this value will come, and then this super dot password will refer to the parent class instance variable password, and this output will come. Okay, so let's execute this. See, username at abc.com, password @123 hash. Now, there is one problem, you need to remember this, and sometimes in interview you can get stuck. If you do not extend this particular class, row number 11 will throw an error. For super to be used, the child class has to extend the parent class. Okay, that law cannot be disqualified. So this is all about super keyword. Of course, in the next video, I'll tell you how this and what is the difference between this and the super keyword in a much elaborative way, and how super keyword does not only work on instance variables of the parent class, but also you can call methods from the parent class, as well as you can also invoke the constructor of the parent class. And even if you don't invoke the constructor using the super keyword, by default JVM will invoke it. So whatever it is, we'll see. Okay, I hope you like this small session on super and this keyword, and your confusion with a direct calling using this keyword and using super keyword alongside instance variables of the current class or child class alongside the parent class got resolved. And how do you equate the same naming conventions or the same variables with the same name in both parent class as well as the child class? I hope this confusion is clear by now by this small video. Thank you so much, and please do not forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you so much. Sathak is signing off.